Honestly,
God.
the one I've not been to.
That's right. I can't tell you, man.
Because I've been to so many places and I've been pampered in so many places that...
But I tell you, the one I still remember vividly, the one I loved most was being the guest of President Jaya Jammeh, His Excellency Alhaji AJJ Jammeh of the Gambia. Now, when you are the guest of Mr. President, no matter how small or big the country is, everybody is falling over themselves to impress you. To please you. You know how it feels. So, I mean, I was like, whoa, man, I feel like a star here, man. Damn. Everybody's trying to impress me. I mean, I've suddenly become so important. Everybody's, because, and then anything I eat in any hotel, just write, sign HE, His Excellency. So the bill goes to His Excellency. So you imagine how that feels,
Okay.
Going around with protocol
you decided
officers.
to say that. I'm going to say mine, which truly, truly touches the core of my being. When I was in Ethiopia, there are a certain group of people who bent over backwards to please us. Because our program shows in Ethiopia on their national TV, prime time, when we came in, there were banners at the airport to welcome us and all sorts of things. But during and after the event, I had little kids that were selling pure water.
Pure water, yeah.
Those children are not in school.
Not this kind of pure water, the type you tie up.
You tie, not the type machine here. You tie it with your hand, you add the water and you tie it. So these girls will come to us, and boys, little children, and they give us, I say, I'm not thirsty. Say, no, take it, go get, take it. I'll take it. I say, okay, how much is it? Say, no. That she just wants me to take her water. And I'm like, hey, what will I do for these kids? And then they rally around, they come to us, they say, can we come to visit them? I said, visit you? I said, yes. Where do you stay? Then our host now said, no, you can't go to that part of town. It's dirty, it's dangerous.
It's low profile.
So I said, okay. I now took their address and a phone number they gave me and promised them we were going to come that night. So when our host left, we spoke to the hotel guy, he gave us a car, and they took us to this place. When we got there, we stopped the car.
It's a shanty.
We had to now walk through the gutters, and the children and women and men were just sitting outside waiting, hoping we would come. And when they saw us, you need to hear the way they screamed, and these children will hold us and so that we don't fall into the gutter, trying to guide us. And when we got there, you see, they had 2 bottles of Coca-Cola.
They had to contribute money to buy.
Food that they contributed money to cook, and we were about 6 of us. We shared the 2 bottles of Coca-Cola and ate from that plate with our hands. For me, it was I've not been so touched. Honestly. For you not to have at all, and you're willing to give me the little you have. Now in Nigeria, when I go to buy anything, I want go get it.
You pay much.
1,000, 10,000 in last one.
I was doing a recording, we rented a boat to record a boat regatta, and the water became turbulent because of too many boats on the sea.
And we didn't have a life jacket.
We didn't have a life jacket. It was risky, The boat was going like that, and I said, "Oh my God!"
And we can't swim.
We can't swim. I'm not a good swimmer, so I can't even save anybody if the worst come to be, But God is always faithful. We scared us, it didn't really scare us, but
we didn't drown. That's why we didn't drown.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we had a successful recording.
Okay, the other one in Bauchi, where they took us to the Marshall Caves, and I was so silly. Each cave we get to, I would just climb into it without thinking. So the tour guide called me back and said, sometimes
a hyena.
You have a hyena or python just resting inside these caves.
And you go and harass it.
Yeah, and you get what you get. But before then, I'll be a pew, 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 because I just love adventure. Then there's this place we have to climb mountains in Taraba State.
Yeah, when the guy fell off.
Our guide took us up the mountain and was telling us to be very careful. You could slip and fall, and
he slipped.
Lo and behold, he slipped and was falling, and we were looking.
We couldn't help him.
First of all, Isaac said, "Is it part of the?" And I'm like, I don't want to do this part.
Can I remember how many countries? You see, in Nigeria alone, you visit different places. sometimes you visit a country 3 times for reasons, because you cannot cover it all at once at one visit. So
we haven't even covered Nigeria.
Exactly. I go to South Africa, I go to Cape Town, I go to Joburg. There's something, there are festivals in different parts of South Africa. I can't, you know. So when I go to South Africa like 3-4 times, you know, it's not as if I've covered it, right? I go to Ethiopia 2-3 times. I haven't been to everywhere there.
We've been to a lot of
Gambia twice,
but
you know, Egypt.
We have also not been to a lot of countries.
So many other places I haven't been.
In Africa, we have about 54.
Yeah, about 54 countries.
Perhaps we've done like a little bit above half. But there are many places we haven't been to, believe me.
I tell you.
Many places.
And you go to Uganda, you just visit 1 or 2 places, you say, oh, I'm going to come back again. Exactly. I want to go to the north of Uganda. There's this culture they have, and I think I want to film it in high definition. You know, I'll come back. You know, so there are places you just plan to go back to, you know, because of what you know.
And worldwide, we have about 5 continents, is it?
Yeah.
I think we've been to like 4. Yeah. We've been to Asia, we've been to the Americas, we've been to, of course,
I'm talking about Africa is my core destination. Those are places I just for holiday, just to make it because I don't go there, you know.
The diaspora, you know, we usually go there for the diaspora, Africa and diaspora.
Let me just see what these people have. Let's see how much of the African culture is preserved among the African Americans, among the Trinidadians, among the Afro-Caribbeans. Let's see. You know, and that's the way you see. Most times we do things. We don't invite the francophone. We invite Ghana. We invite places where we speak English. But the francophone are also part of Africa, and they wish to integrate with us. You know, but they are usually shy of us. They are afraid. You know, almost scared.
I tell you what happened some years back. We got a letter from the Ministry of Tourism.
Yeah.
Chad. Right? And it was in French. So then we didn't have anybody. We kept saying, okay, we'll take it to Alliance Française, we'll call somebody to read it. And then, of course, events overtook it. Years after then, we employed some new people, they went through the file, saw it, and they were actually asking us to come and promote Chad.
Yeah.
And the minister there then really was a big fan of GoTV and wanted us. So it was all in the letter. We didn't even as much as reply the letter, because you have to know what is inside it.
That's right.
So things like that, you know, happen, and it's language barrier. We suffer from it as well. There's
this event they hold every year in the Francophone. In Benin Republic.
The one they do in December.
Yes, in December. You have over 16 to 20 countries
represented.
Majority of them are French. Yeah. And then I tell the organizers, why don't you guys take it in turn in other countries? Bring it to Nigeria. He said, no, Nigeria.
They're scared of Nigeria.
He said, no. He can't see it happening in Nigeria. I said, why? He said those people, those other countries would not even want to come to Nigeria if it was Nigeria they're coming to.
Yeah.
Why? They're afraid.
They think it's the language barrier.
It's the language barrier. So we need to do things to integrate us with Africa.